acoustic panels. There are a shitload of options. Just get a measure of the area you want. Yeah. So I think panels are like wood though. Don't you have to fucking nail them in? I'm gonna have to find the fucking beams in my wall. I need like a stud finder or whatever. Do you think 4.0 will be able to compete with WiseGuy's new server? Dude, I should have read who said that first. Oh, that's fucking funny, dude. That was a good one. That was a good one. The thing is with NoPixel is we don't have competition, and I don't think we will have competition.
Being unfair with representation and unequal in the. I think it's just like also it's life. Like life is unfair, right? Like, you know, and you gotta deal with the cards that you get dealt with. Like I came in a server, I didn't know nobody, nobody. I literally came in the server by myself, didn't know nobody, and I'm in CG now. So why I say that to say this, like also we don't want to just. It's good to voice certain things and being like, okay, hey, maybe we can also keep an eye on like maybe the people that don't have, but also they have to play the politics game too, like get your foot in the door, get your foot like Buddha gives mad opportunities at Cerberus and stuff like that, like and you might have to work your way up, and then he says, hey man, this person is really good, let's so it's still work effort you have to put in, you get what I'm saying? Exactly. There's got to be trustworthy, trustable people, and that takes time. You know what I'm saying? So, um, it's so like I get it, and it's just like man, like this person has like how comes this person has 5,000 viewers and this person that has 50, but it's like, well, that person that has 5,000 viewers is just what it is. You just got to work your way up to get there, or you just got to do more. You got to work harder. So it's also just not feeling entitled about shit, and it's also some shit is just not fair, and you just gotta deal with it and work your way to it. Like that's all I can really say.
Because we're not in a competition. That's not what we're doing. People might see it as a competition with other servers and shit like that, but it's just not how we've worked ever. So I know viewers like to insinuate.
I definitely like that take that he says how they don't see stuff as competition, because one of the tops of execs of Apple said the same thing. Like they have they look at a 20-year plan rather than competing with someone, like, so they say like it's like innings, right? So if they lose like 4 innings, it doesn't mean they lost the game. It's like, well, if you lose 4 years out of and win 20 years, and then you lose 4 years out of them, it's like, oh, did you really lose? So it's like it is not about competition, it's about being creative. At the end of the day, they create rather than competition. But I don't know if that's the same shit. At the same time, it's not just about RP. You have to be a good streamer. Yo, 100% too. That's a big thing too. Like, yo, all these variables come in, right? Yeah, exactly. So at the end of the day, they've Koil's built up a server that is just, people just have to stay here. And will there be others that come, and if they look at NoPixel competition, that's fine. I think it's healthy to have other servers, but it's something that took a while to get built. It's like what you're saying, G, about Fixer, right? It took 4 years to build Wu Chang.
Wait, there is what we give a shit, but I really don't give a shit because I know what we got in the bag. Okay, it's easy to know you're a winner when you can see the future that people can't see. Is a good way to put it. Okay.
Yeah, like the other servers that like been on is it's just trash. I think the first server I've been on was like it was just crazy RP. Like but that server was like low viewership, but it was like, and then that server died, but they got like the admins and shit got like an ego, and then they ended up killing the server. But the beginning of the server was like super cool. Like it wasn't like, it was like, from what I remember to not like the RP was pretty good, but people was complaining that server too, you know what I'm saying? So people just complain, guys. That's what you gotta understand. With anything, people just complain. Like
probably the easiest way to.
That's the saying where you don't know what you got until it's gone.
Some of the shit we've already done for 4.0. We're at the point where it's like, oh yeah, maybe we should leak some shit, but I'm glad we didn't. Like we're actually considering.
Yeah, like, oh, pay to get unbanned, pay for this, pay for that. Like my only wish is like if there was like more maybe community meetings. Oh, this is hella long. This is hella long. It's 14 minutes. Only thing is like kind of community meetings, and like maybe with the OGs and shit. So like, because I feel like there's like a disconnect. But that's pretty it.
Showing some shit, but I think it's gonna be better overall if you don't see a thing and you see you walk into the world yourself and see.
Yeah, because the viewership that like even the streamers and like NoPixel's built, like the viewers are into that RP. So as much as you say they into those RP, they into those stories, like, so it's like you could be a viewer of the Mandem, right? But you also know CG, so it's like you'll know, oh, CG did this to the Mandem 6-7 months ago. Am I making sense? So it's like that like matters, or CG did to this to these people 2 years ago. Like that shit matters. Like that's the kind of like. So like going to a new server, it's like, well, I don't know none of these people. There's no like rapport there. I could give a fuck. Not saying it couldn't happen or it can't happen, or a fresh start can't happen, but it's
everywhere, and you're just like well, okay, this is different.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good, Soup.
Koil don't speak about it, be about it. Not good, bro. I guess you could say I'm on.
Yeah, and honestly, TJ, I think that's like why I like NoPixel, because you can find different types of shit within that same community. So like you could go like that's why there's so much different types of viewerships. You could go the immersive guys, you can go the guys that are SBSing, the guys that are trolling, you guys go to the super hardcore gang shit, you go to the super civ shit where you're like watching a soap opera, a sitcom. You can get like the whole relationship drama. There's so much different aspects, and that's why I feel like even viewers shouldn't even complain, because it's like, well, I don't care about that streamer because I don't watch that streamer, because that's cool. But it's like there's like 20 different TV shows going on in one community. Am I making sense? So it's like, all right, cool. And then there's some viewers who just like the music shit. And they're like, yo, I'm just going to, like, if I'm doing music shit, I see certain viewers come in like, yo, I fuck with Zolo because of the music shit, or yo, this shit. And then people are like, it's just taste. It's different taste, you know? You go to a restaurant, there's not one fucking meal. You know what I'm saying?
Unbothered.
We got different courses over here. You hear me? You got different courses.